Want to introduce a new product from Renia QuickSohl. It's a mixture of polyurethane adhesive and leather. You can use this on so many things. I've been using this in my store for quite a while now, and the jobs are endless what you can do with this. You can patch cracks in uppers with it, let it dry overnight, sand it smooth, and then you can dye it the next day. A couple quick little jobs here I'll show you that come in really handy with QuickSohl. Like this customer right here hit a sharp object, has a chunk missing out of the leather. So what are you going to do? I'm not going to melt Yankee wax or anything in there that I know is going to crack out of there in a matter of a day or two. QuickSohl comes in great. You just put a little bit on there. We're going to let that dry for about maybe a minute. Little air get to it so it gets a little bit of a skin on it. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of spread that out just a little bit in the area. And I'm going to let that sit and I'm going to let it dry overnight. And tomorrow when I come back, I'm going to sand it. I'm going to sand it smooth to the leather with some very fine sandpaper. And then I'm going to polish it up and it's going to look like new again. Now I have another job here. Say this customer wants toe caps on his shoe. So what we're going to do is sand that area so the product will stick really good to it. Say this guy's a plumber or maybe a mechanic and he's on his knees a lot and he wears holes through the top of his shoes. So we want to put some protective QuickSohl on there. I want to use white just so you can see the product. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to squeeze it around the shoe. Go around the edge between the sole and the upper. And then I'm going to squeeze some in the middle, kind of fill it in. Now if you get a little bit of an overlayer here of too much QuickSohl, don't worry about it, because when it dries the next day you can just sand off what you don't want. That's the nice thing about it. And don't forget, this is a mixture of polyurethane and leather. It's going to have good abrasion. When that dries, it's the same polyurethane abrasion that's going to be on the bottom of this shoe, so it's going to get good wear. The great thing about using QuickSohl, now that we've put this protective layer on the top, we've let it dry about 2 or 3 minutes, and now we can take our hand and we can shape the toe protector on here and move it wherever we want to fill in any thin areas and get it nice and even and straight. And if you notice, my hands are still clean. You can actually use like a hand lotion. Get your hands a little greasier and then it takes away even more tackiness of the product. But even after 2 or 3 minutes, it's not tacky at all. I can just push it and shape it however I want. Now I'll let it finish drying overnight, and then tomorrow you're ready to go. Of course I wouldn't use white on a black shoe, but I wanted you to be able to see the product on a black shoe. I'll show you another great use for this product. Take a piece of paper tape. Got a worn area on a sole. I want to take that tape, put it around the sole,